Welcome to the show, everybody. It's the Crypto Lark. Today we're going to be talking about Fusion opening an exciting new era of crypto finance for the Internet of Values. Well, that all sounds pretty exciting. We're going to be breaking down just how exactly they plan to open up that exciting new era after a quick shout out to everyone who's been hitting that like button, and of course, everyone who's been subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that button down below or the bell to stay up to date with all of the latest in crypto space. Furthermore, this is, of course, not professional financial advice. This is just a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. Let's get into it. First off, why are we talking about Fusion today? Of course, they have won the Community Coin Vote of the Week, beating out Ontology, Space Chain, and Genero. Netto work. Good spelling, Lark. So well done to the Fusion community for activating. Now, what the heck is Fusion? Well, they want to be primarily focused on finance. So a crypto financial platform, cross-chain, cross-organization, cross-data source, all that fun stuff. Inclusive, so they want to have APIs for different blockchain data. Interoperable, of course, interoperability is so hot these days. Lots of different projects are working on that. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later on. Intelligent, so they want to have better smart contracts. Next level cross-chain interoperability. And of course, it is a decentralized and public chain, be run by the nonprofit Fusion Foundation out of Singapore. The problem that they want to solve is that there are too many bottlenecks in cryptocurrencies. This is a problem that we all know very well. Blockchains are an island. Interoperability is absolutely a necessity moving forward in cryptocurrencies. If these disparate blockchains cannot talk to each other, and not just talk to each other, but communicate and interact in a way which can actually move value back and forth, it's going to be important. Now, we do see cryptocurrencies already filling some different financial spaces. For example, we have payments. Very simply, we have cross-border remittances. But where we're really lacking still are in loans, treasuries, bonds, insurance, land, art, stuff like this. Now, there are some different cryptocurrency related projects that are working on some of these different things. For example, we do have a few different loan-based projects like ETHLend or SALT. But we're still massively underserved for these more mature financial tools in the cryptocurrency industry. So definitely it's something that Fusion wants to be bringing to the table. Now, how are they proposing to do that? What makes Fusion different from other blockchains? Well, first off, they have what's called distributed control rights management. Essentially, this is the distributed storage of private keys on the blockchain. Keys will be encrypted across various nodes via key sharding. This will essentially make it so that no one malicious node will be able to steal your private key, but it will have the information available so that these chains can operate and communicate and exchange value with each other in a very seamless way. A multiple triggering mechanism. So this will be a more complex trigger system for smart contracts. Off-chain triggers, for example, we brought into play. Cross-chain functionality, of course. Multi-token. Asset divisibility. They will be using Solidity to start. They're exploring how to bring in other programming languages, but that will be where they're starting. They're also starting off with the Ethereum virtual machine. For compatibility, we see that playing out with a few of the other interoperability players as well before they move on to their own virtual machine later on. They'll have a hierarchical hybrid consensus mechanism. So we're going to see node grouping, and it's going to be a proof of stake and a proof of work consensus mechanism. So bringing the two together. Now, the applications for this are big. They want to see high-level crypto finance dApps being developed on top of Fusion. So, for example, we might have very complex loan situations where I loan you money and then I sell that loan to somebody else. Now you owe somebody else, and they split it up into 5 different people. And this can all be possible in a very seamless way with Fusion. And of course, it reduces the risk massively because you know you're going to get paid because all the inputs have already been made. The smart contract will handle making sure payments are made out. Of course, in cryptocurrencies, so there's always a certain amount of risk involved, obviously. Mortgages would be another great use case for this as well. The token, like so many blockchain platforms, will be used for gas on the Fusion blockchain. Of course, it'll be used as staking rewards for those who are partaking in the proof of stake model, and of course to reward the proof of work miners. Now, of course, there is competition. We have WanChain, for example, and they are bringing in privacy features, which makes them very well suited to finance. On the one hand, of course, perhaps financial institutions want more transparency. Some of them anyway. Perhaps there's a place for both these guys to sit there very comfortably. Aeon, also working on interchain operability. Really great connections within the Ethereum community as well. The guys over at Icon also working to bring that all together. The thing is, though, is that WanChain, Aeon, and Icon are all hanging out in the Interoperability Blockchain Alliance together. Fusion's hanging out over here. Kind of the odd kid out at school, perhaps. Let's have a look at the roadmap. Now, we are going to see the main chain coming out in Q2 of 2018, so that's really soon, guys. Working on things as the year moves on, like team building, of course, that's great. Bringing in different communities, but I think the things that probably most interest us, the end of the year, we're going to see that off-chain data communicating with the main chain, which is, of course, very important. Having a look at the team, we've got some really great minds involved with the project here. So we've got the CEO and founder, who is DJ Qian. We're going to be talking more about him in a minute. And if you go through the list here and look at some of these different players, you can see there's a lot of really clever people involved with this, people with really great experience. Go on down here, we got some good advisors as well, and a big list of supporters. Now, the supporters list, while there's about 50 people listed here, it's not specifically clear how they are supporting. So are they probably just investors? Maybe they're ambassadors, for example, of the project. But nevertheless, a lot of names are listed, but there's no direct how are they benefiting the Fusion blockchain information listed here. And we come back to DJ, because this is important. This is where a lot of the FUD around Fusion has come in. Some of that is deserved FUD, some of it is not deserved FUD. For example, undeserved FUD was that they had an uncapped ICO. It was actually an interesting new model. You could, in order to avoid the gas war, you could simply send in how much you wanted to send in, and then at the end of the ICO, they would return however much you overspent based on the percentage of everyone who contributed. So kind of a nice model. It worked. People were really weird about that going into the ICO because it was something new, but it was a model that worked. The Ethereum was returned successfully to all the investors. But the real drama comes down with DJ. As you can see here, CEO and founder of Bitsy created Qtum, created VeChain. You might say, wow, that sounds really cool. Except this is an official statement from VeChain. VeChain Foundation, including all VeChain team members, are in no way associated with Fusion Project or its team members in any form such as investment, partnership, or collaboration. Fascinating. We do not allow the Fusion Project or its founder, DJ, to use the name of VeChain in any of its marketing or token sale. Boom. Interestingly, though, here is DJ with Bitsy at the VeChain signing ceremony back in May of last year. Curious. If we go to Patrick Dye, of course, of Qtum, Fusion have nothing to do with Qtum. Neither Fusion organization or an individual from Fusion Project made any contribution to the Qtum project, and DJ is not the founder of Qtum or the co-founder of Qtum Project. Qtum is an independent project from Fusion, only managed by the Qtum Foundation. Please always do your own independent research. Interesting. Although DJ sits on the board over at Qtum. The plot thickens, my friends. We're not there. We don't personally know these people. It's really hard to say exactly what is going on. But I sense some drama here. I think that Sunny Lu, Patrick Dai, and DJ Qian do not get along anymore. Something might have happened. I don't know. We're not there. It's really hard to say. They're all developing really interesting projects. Obviously, VeChain and Qtum have done phenomenally well. Fusion's more of the new player to the scene, perhaps trying to work off the backs of those previous projects. Perhaps he does feel like he was instrumental in creating those projects and the other guys don't. There's some drama going on here that we don't know, but the reality is that the connections are real. And perhaps there's some kind of nobody wants to lose face kind of BS going on. Really hard to say again. But the fact is, DJ's a real person. He's out there talking about Fusion all the time, making videos about it. He sits on the board at Qtum. He's been instrumental and been very active in all these projects in one way or another. So there's something going on behind the scenes, but the reality remains Fusion is a legit project that's being developed in a positive way. Hopefully we can see that, of course, move forward. Now, another big concern, though, for people has been there's nothing on the GitHub. Well, okay, there's a white paper and the token sale, but that doesn't really count when you're trying to develop the future of the Internet of Values. One thing I could say here, though, is that yes, you might have the situation where they're cooking the secret sauce in the back. They don't want people peeking in until it's ready, at which point they'll open source the project and say, hey, here it is, guys. Maybe. A lot of companies do that. I would not be surprised if that's exactly what Fusion's doing, but the reality is that we don't have that proof yet. And until we have that proof, I think people will remain skeptical if they can deliver. If you read through the website, if you read through the white paper, Fusion promises a lot. They talk a big game, but there are a lot of technical barriers to overcome. The competition has huge teams, and we're not exactly sure how big the teams over at Fusion are. Yeah, we saw the key people who are listed there, but how many developers do they have? How extensive are those teams? What exactly are all these supporters doing? There is a lot of unanswered questions with Fusion. If you actually read through the white paper, you actually get quite a few more questions too. You know, how are they going to exactly do some of these things? Why haven't the details of how this works or how that works been decided on yet? So those are some concerns you might want to take into mind before running off and grabbing yourself a big pile of Fusion. Now, all that being said, if Fusion can deliver on their vision, it's going to be a great project. We definitely need this kind of vision in the cryptocurrency space. We definitely could use what they're offering as far as a finance-focused blockchain project. So it could be the right project at the right time. However, there is these unanswered questions about Fusion. So my thoughts would be this. Right now, Fusion has got a low market cap. They've got a low circulating supply as well. But the market cap's under $60 million, which I think is noteworthy considering the potentiality of this project. But I think a lot of people have been scared off by the FUD. A lot of people look at that and go, I don't know, too many answered questions here. For the people who want to look past that, it's potentially a very good time to be getting involved in Fusion. Personally, I like projects that don't have any drama. And there's always some kind of drama out there, and it's hard to find the dramaless project in the cryptocurrency space because, you know what, cryptocurrency is developed by people, and people have drama. But nevertheless, you might want to sit on the sidelines for this one until the dust settles, so to speak, or some of these things come out. We see more code on the GitHub, for example, or any code on the GitHub. We see perhaps some resolution to this drama between these guys. But if that stuff doesn't worry you, by the time those issues are resolved, the market cap will likely be a lot higher. But those are just my thoughts, guys. The 2 Satoshis of a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. If you want to grab yourself some Fusion, though, rock over to Bbox. It's also trading over on IDEX. Let me know what you guys think about Fusion in the comment section down below. Is the FUD justified? Let me know about it. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.